Alright, welcome to the second video on the Tata Curvv EV. In this one, I'm going to go through the 12-inch infotainment as well as the 10-inch driver's display in detail. So starting with the driver's display, straight ahead, you have your speed in the middle, and then on the top left, you have your compass. This is where the driver menus are displayed. So with this switch toggled on the right hand side, I can go to trip A, trip B, your range, and then pressing this button on top, it's gonna go through driver assist, TPMS, your energy analytics, your media in case anything is playing, nav, notifications, energy info if you're charging, and then settings. So you, again, via these buttons can go through. I am gonna go back into settings, press OK. So dial view, I can have one dial or I can have two dials, and then I can also do a digital view completely. So I am going to keep it at two dials, and then I can go back. So then a favorites menu, how many things do you want to show? I have everything turned on, and then illumination does not let me do anything, but okay. So yeah, trip A, trip B, and everything, and then long press the OK button here to reset it. All right, range, regen, battery percentage, and the bottom, your parking brake sign, your city mode. This is sport
drive mode activated.
I wish I could turn it off.
Economy drive
and eco mode
activated.
And then on the right hand side, the L1, L2, and 0 are your regenerative, which can be changed via this. So I'm going to keep it in max. And then just to show, there's a button back here down for drive, and if I press, it's going to show parking brake. Once I disengage that via this here, it is going to show me how much power I'm putting into things. And then similarly, taking it up to reverse engages your reversing camera, 360 camera, and that is your display. It's a pretty high definition display in both 2D and in 3D, depending on what you want. There's also different layouts and settings, and then you have settings for your camera as well. So a front view, what sort of content you want to be seen, the assisting parking tone, volume, front mode, and then rear mode, what's your default, all of that can be toggled, and then P for park. All right, that displayed it too. And the other controls on your steering wheel are your media, voice assistant here, like open the sunroof.
Sure, opening sunroof.
So yeah, that's quite nice and useful, I suppose. I'm gonna leave the sunroof closed though. Manually adjustable buttons up here, just saying. And that is pretty much it, your entire driver's display. So moving on to the infotainment, which I think most of you are interested in. Quick tip, wireless charger here with a bit of an AC vent for not cooling. My phone is way out here, charging, fast charging via my power bank, but Apple CarPlay is automatically connected. So to that, there is a phenomenal 9 speaker, out of which one is a subwoofer way at the back in the boot. JBL sound system. You got to try out the sound system on this. I'm not going to be playing anything because this mic will probably not pick up everything, and also I don't want a copyright strike. But coming down here before I jump into the screen is your HVAC controls, your fan speeds, your temperature, charger, your fog lights, hill descent. It does have hill descent. I haven't tested it too much, but it does work. Your boot opening, your lock unlock button. I don't know why Tata prefers this. I wish it was just something there. And then your 360, a static camera. This does automatically turn off once you cross like 20-25 kilometers per hour for no distractions. So good going there, Tata. Again, quick cooling.
Express cooling is on.
I love that button. I will turn it off.
Express
I don't need it.
cooling off.
Air circulation.
Normal cooling mode on.
And then you have your front and rear defrosters, direction, and just AC things. All right, your infotainment. I know you are very much curious about this. So, snappy Apple CarPlay, open Spotify just fine. I am going back to the home page and Tata Motors. So this is your default home layout. You can either just leave it with a dial, or you can have quick settings. So your HVAC, your media control in case you're Bluetooth connected, your JBL modes, your air quality. This does have that too, and you can add more widgets like climate, phone, JBL, drag and drop your widget here. So yeah, mood light, why not? All right, heading back. So a swipe down is going to, like in your phone, get you into the quick menu toggles. So source, media off, device list, Wi-Fi, surrounds, view, notification, Tata Assist, which you can also use up here. It doesn't work in Nepal though, unfortunately. Apple CarPlay, mood light. To front, back, what do you want? A celebration, sync with drive, mode change, music. It's up to your preferences, but that is pretty much it. I am going to lower my AC quickly. And then, yeah, again, your fan speed, your date and time is on the top left corner. Your AQI is here. Your cellular reception, in case you have a SIM card connected, is here. And then this is your media control for your passenger, because on the driver's side you can just use this. And then your menu, which I'll look into a bit, your, again, AC. So this is the AC layout. You can change your temperature from here. And then this is your fan speed, which I am going to keep in the lowest. Again, the same things are down here with the addition of an economy mode. So this will use less power for your AC, I presume. All right, heading back now, and I think this covers up most of the default home. But now going to the menu, you obviously have also Android Auto, wireless, and then Alexa, your AQI. This is the reading that it shows, by the way. And then arcade.ev, which I don't think works here in Nepal, but probably does in India. Your climate, your EV. So this car does have V2L and V2V, vehicle to vehicle. So you can actually set it up how low you want to go. And it looks like 30 is the lowest it'll go. Your EV settings, your smart lamp. So this lamp, how long do you want it turned on once you exit the car? Helpful at night when you turn off the power and you're like fumbling around for your keys. Image viewer. So this car does have two USB ports, A and C down there, and you can look at these things. Your JBL mode, I'll show it opened up here. There are different ways to get into it, like here, JBL mode, or even in the home, you can put a widget for your JBL mode. It's pretty much all the same. So yeah, quickly you can go into your equalizer, your balance and fader, and then your volume for different things. I have kept speed dependent volume on and startup audio relatively low. Voice alert, driver assist warnings. This is basically your sound system, but you can also activate it through the JBL part. And then your different pre-tune equalizer settings here, custom cinematic, kids sleeping in the back. You can either have this on or off, honestly. All right, that was JBL modes. And then your media, again, if a USB or an iPod or anything is connected. Right now I just have Apple CarPlay, so it should, yep, get me back there. All right, no copyrights, please. Media, and then mood light, I've already shown. Your phone is gonna take me to Apple CarPlay right now because that's what I have connected. Otherwise it would be via Bluetooth. Back to the home page. And then quick settings, so your audio, your driver assistance, your lights. I'm gonna go into driver's assistance in a bit, but radio, your settings, I'll get into that a bit. Your share my location, sound demo in case you want to try out the different JBL sound profiles. And then surround view, Tata Assist, video player, what 3 words, and voice assistant. I'm not sure what 3 words are. Oh, it's to help find for addresses. That's cool. All right, so back again. I am now going into that driver's assistant. So this is all your ADAS level 2 settings. Forward collision warning, how sensitive do you want it? Traffic sign recognition, overspeed limit warning off. Again, these are all beeps and bongs in the car, whether you want it on or off. I prefer most of them off. Adaptive steering assist, so like when it detects lanes, it's going to center you automatically, or at least vibrate and jiggle the steering wheel a bit. Lane assist system, departure, and then keep assist, so you can turn and keep those on and off. Rear cross traffic alert, door opening alert, in case I have my door open and it detects something in my blind spot, it's going to say please watch out. Blind spot detection and lane change alert, rear collision warning. So parking assist, your parking tones and everything, so you have different tones. And then volume, I've kept it in minimal. And then front park assist, low speed activation. Blind spot monitor, so blind spot view display, infotainment, or on the instrument cluster. So do you see that? Do you want it there, or do you want it on the infotainment display, which is much wider but it obstructs everyone's view? So I think it would be better on the cluster like that, right? Really helpful when you're like making a tight right angle turn in the city, in case you have any bike or pedestrian or cars sneaking up, right? All right, that was driver's assist. But as for the settings on the car itself, so for audio, it's the same as in the JBL. You can adjust your different volume. You can keep touch beep off or on. I have just kept it off because I don't like that sound. Voice alerts, driver assist warning, your equalizer, again the same thing, balance and fader. So that's auto. AVAS, this is new on Tata cars. Cranking sound, charging sound, lock and unlock sound, V2X sound, so V2L sounds. These are all different things. There's a speaker up in front. Look at my review if you want to see that, but it's really cool. It's like an alien sort of sci-fi sound. I like it. Again, driver's assist, the same sort of ADAS level 2 package. HMI doodle, I do not know what that is. I guess you can doodle things. And then your mood light, again, same thing. Your phone setup is also in here. I have my phone connected. Auto SMS alert notifications can be toggled, and then yeah, managing device. But again, one time connection of your Apple CarPlay, it just will automatically always read it. Then software update, in case you want to do that update from USB down there. This is for your dealer and workshop to figure out. Your system settings, so your clock settings, your factory reset, forced restart, and about. And then your vehicle settings, again, lights, and for lights, it's approach light. Your DRLs, do you want them on and off? That's a nice setting. I have actually never seen DRLs being turned off, so I turn it on and off. And then that light in the middle above next to the clock turns on and off. So they are always supposed to be on for like safety reasons. I'm just gonna leave it on. And then your approach light, how long do you want them on or off? Probably when you exit the vehicle. Follow me home lights, basically. And for your door, your tailgate gesture access. So basically, if you swipe your foot below the boot, it's going to open your key fob access, and then a tailgate buzzer. Your tailgate height can be adjusted in 2 different angles. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well 6 including that angles, and then your side mirrors auto unfold and fold during vehicle unlock. So yeah, you can always do it manually, but you can also do it with that. And then obviously these are controls to figure out the angle. All right, coming back to the home, and then you have voice assistant. So you have Tata, and then you have live captions. You have different language updates you can do via a USB update. Probably Hindi and English would work best on Tata cars. I'm not sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And other than the inbuilt, you also get Alexa in this, Google Assistant, and Siri on this. So depending on what you use, it's got a good amount of voice detection in it. Anyway, that brings me to the end of the second video. As for me, I just leave it on my Apple CarPlay home screen all the time by default. 10-inch driver's cluster with enough graphics and information just for the driver, and for the rest of the cabin, your passengers, everything is back here. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions or comments. Drop them down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.